Alex Garland's Civil War is slated for a 4K release from Lionsgate. Warner Brothers announces a 4K and Blu-ray release of Dune Part 2, but there are issues. Francis Ford Coppola's One from the Heart gets a 4K announcement from Lionsgate. We're getting more Brian De Palma and Nicolas Cage on 4K with Snake Eyes from Kino Lorber. Vice Press is redoing all of their Film Vault 4K releases in the form of steelbooks. Warner Brothers announces Magic Mike on 4K coming very soon, and it might finally be time for us to enter the suck zone in 4K, baby, as Twister is heavily rumored for 4K later this year. All this and more in the next Physical Beat Report. Stay tuned. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Mid-Level Media channel, your hub for everything physical media and entertainment. I am Ken. Today, guys, we are here for the Physical Media Report, episode 207. That is right, guys, your weekly dose of physical media goodness, where we talk about everything new and exciting in the world of 4K and Blu-ray. And going into this episode, I didn't think I had a lot to talk about, but it turns out when I dug a little deep, I found some really cool stuff to talk about. So we actually have a jam-packed show. But guys, before we get into it, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We talk about 4Ks, Blu-rays, owning the movies that you love, all that stuff there behind me every single day on this channel. So if you like that kind of stuff, hit that subscribe button. Also, like this video, guys. Please make sure to like this video and then comment down below of everything that we talk about today. And like I said, we've got some good stuff to go over. What are you looking forward to the most? What gets your juices flowing? Let me know in that comment section below. Then turn on those bell notifications for all future videos. So let's go ahead and start with the rumors. And I say rumors because more than likely we're going to be getting these releases I'm getting ready to talk about. But because they're not officially announced, there are pre-orders up, but they're not officially announced by the studios, I lump them in to the rumor category. Let's start with Alex Garland's latest film, Civil War, that just came out in the theaters this past weekend that actually did really well. I think it's A24's highest grossing film in the theaters, or highest grossing at least the first weekend box office. It's going to make like 25 million or something like that, which is insane for an A24 film. But Civil War, guys, is slated to get a 4K this summer from A24 and Lionsgate, and the pre-order listings are currently up on a website called Import CD. So again, this is not officially announced, and I assume we're going to be getting a Blu-ray as well. But Lionsgate and A24, they don't always do the 4K releases. They do for certain A24 films. I think Talk to Me got a 4K, The Green Knight got a 4K, Everything Everywhere All at Once got a 4K, but not every single one of the A24 films get 4K releases. In fact, most don't. And sometimes you'll get A24 site exclusives off their websites, but you don't always get them distributed by Lionsgate. So cool that this one's getting a 4K. I didn't get a chance to see this in the theater, so I probably will go ahead and buy this one on 4K. I've heard it's visually striking and stunning, and I cannot wait to see Alex Garland's fourth film. I've got a second film back there on the TV, Annihilation, which I do love. I like all of Alex Garland's films, to be honest, at least the ones that I've seen so far. I am excited for Civil War. I'm sure it's going to look and sound great. Hopefully they have a nice Dolby Atmos soundtrack on it as well. And yeah, like I said, I'm sure it's going to look fantastic on 4K. So are you looking forward to Civil War, owning it in your collection on 4K? Let me know in that comment section below. All right, let's talk about Jaws 3 and Jaws the Revenge again. I talked about them last week because there are listings up on Blu-ray.com. They're coming to 4K probably this summer. I kind of like the fact that they're not waiting. They're not doing Jaws 3 this year and then doing Jaws the Revenge next year. They're like, screw it. These are the most unpopular sequels in the franchise. Let's just do them at the same time and then just count on the collectors that collected the first two to swoop in and collect the entire franchise on 4K. I like the fact they're doing them both this summer, hopefully like right at the beginning of July like they did Jaws 2 last year. And I can't wait for both of these. Now, the images that I'm showing you are floating around on the internet. These are supposed to be the Steelbook designs. Now, I imagine both of these are going to be Walmart exclusive Steelbooks. The previous two were Best Buy exclusive Steelbooks, although I think the first one actually ended up at Target at one point. But these could be available on Amazon, guys, as well. Like, you're seeing that start to happen. Like, it's not just Walmart exclusive. You're seeing Amazon pre-orders for Steelbooks go up as well, which honestly, like, I wish we could just get to that point, guys. Like, why does this stuff have to be exclusive? Like, I get you want to do a exclusive with some art cards or stickers or something like that. That's cool. But why make the Steelbooks only available in one location. Make them available everywhere so everybody can have a chance to get them and pre-order them. Sell it everywhere, guys. That's all I'm saying. Does anybody else agree with that? Let me know in the comment section below. But Jaws 3 and The Revenge. I want to comment on the Steelbook designs. Again, these are floating around on the internet. So this seems to pick up the same kind of Steelbook design the second one had. And I love the second one's design. I think that was in my top 5 Steelbooks of last year. Just how they show it from the shark's point of view. They use that original poster, just flipping that image and giving you a different viewpoint, seeing what you're seeing on the poster, but from the shark's point of view. I just think that's super cool. So I really hope that these are the actual designs of these Steelbooks because they look incredible and I cannot wait to add them to the collection for sure. But yeah, Jaws 3 and The Revenge, guys, I talked about them last week. I'm looking forward to them in 4K. I like these movies. I don't care what anybody says, and I want to add them to the collection. So let me know if you're excited for these Steelbooks in the comment section below. We also got Twister on 4K, and I feel like this came up a couple of weeks ago, but I forgot to cover it, or maybe I just had too much going on to cover it. I can't imagine I had too much going on to cover Twister because this is one of my all-time favorite movies. But Twister on 4K, guys, I was browsing the Blu-ray.com forums. I saw it pop up again, and some interesting stuff kind of came up around it. And we've talked about this coming to 4K. It's rumored to come to 4K. But I feel like some of the details that we're getting now and information that we're getting now is pretty substantial. And I'm thinking that we're going to get Twister probably sometime within the next couple of months. I would say we're going to at least get an announcement. Maybe this thing's going to come out in July or August. But we have got to be getting that Twister 4K announcement very soon. So it is also available on the Canadian retail site B2B as well. But the thing that I saw on the Blu-ray.com forums is this interview with the colorist, Sherry Eisenberg. Now, there was some kind of Q&A and it's online. And she talked about working on Twister and how much fun she had with the director working on it. So I thought that this was really cool. She goes into a lot of different stuff that she was working on. She also brings up Body Double that she was working on as well. So hopefully we'll be seeing Body Double come to 4K. But I am excited, guys, because this is pretty much confirmed that we're getting Twister without a doubt. Like, this is not even a rumor at this point. If she worked on it, unless something just goes horribly wrong and they decide to not release it on physical, Twister is coming very soon. She even talks about working with the director on the color correction and the restoration. So, and she even spoke very positively about it and said it looks the best it's ever looked. So I cannot wait to see Twister. Those special effects in that movie, guys, I don't care what anybody says, they hold up so freaking good. And I think in 4K, it's going to look spectacular. So I cannot wait to see Twister on 4K. But yeah, let me know if you're excited for Twister on 4K in that comment section below. All right, let's get into the actual news and announcements, the things that have been actually announced by the studios. And we're going to start with Dune Part 2. So I actually did an entire video on this release last week because there were some interesting things surrounding this release. But if you didn't check out that video, I'm going to cover everything else again, just in a shorter form. So Dune Part 2 is coming out from Warner Brothers on May the 14th. We're going to be getting a 4K. We're going to be getting a Blu-ray, a 4K Steelbook, a 4K double pack, a Blu-ray double pack, and a variety of different, I think, French and Italian Steelbooks as well. There's a lot of Dune floating around, but I will stick with just the US versions, 4K Blu-ray, 4K Steelbook that is available at Walmart and also on Amazon, 4K double pack and Blu-ray double pack as well. So everything that I talk about in this video as far as news and announcements, if it's available to pre-order, I will have that link down below in the description. So please use that link if you do want to get any of these items I talk about. They are Amazon affiliate links and they do help support the channel, and I would definitely appreciate it. So all the Dune links will be down below in the description. But as I covered in the video this past week, also a DVD, guys. I do want to mention that as well. But as I covered in the video this past week, there is no IMAX aspect ratio with this release, which I know a lot of people took exception to. Now, in my video that I made, I had several comments saying, look, the IMAX only works in the theater. It doesn't work at home. I get that. I get that we have a smaller TV, but to me, it just, if it's supposed to be IMAX, it's going to have a fuller picture to cover your entire TV. So I don't really care about the size of the TV. It's just the fact that we're going to be missing some of the image because they're going to crop it for widescreen. How I compared it is it's kind of the reverse full screen effect. How we used to, want to get the widescreen with DVD because it would cut off part of the image. It's kind of the reverse of that. It's cutting off the top and the bottom instead of the sides for this particular release. But I mean, the first one didn't have IMAX, so did we really expect to get IMAX on this one? I don't know if it's worth really complaining about or boycotting the release. I'm certainly not going to boycott it. I'm definitely getting it on 4K. I'll probably review it on the channel since I didn't get a chance to see it in the theaters. But it is disappointing that they didn't learn their lesson at least and give us the IMAX at home, because several people definitely want it. And that's a big reason why they would want to purchase it and add it to the collection, to retain that original theatrical experience at home. So let me know if you're disappointed in the lack of IMAX in the comment section below. Also, guys, the other thing I covered is there are digital only features with this release. Not all of the special features are on the actual physical disc. So I found that interesting as well. Now, there still are a good amount of features on the physical disc, but there's a lot of other features that are only present on the VOD release of Dune Part 2. So again, I covered all that stuff pretty extensively in a video I did last week. So if you didn't check that out, go check it out. I'll try to link it up there as I'm talking right now. But the Steelbook, I will note, guys, because the 4K just has the 4K, the Blu-ray just has the Blu-ray, the DVD, I imagine, just has the DVD, but the Steelbook has both the Blu-ray and the 4K in it. So I didn't mention that in my video last week, so I wanted to mention it here. The 4K does have Dolby Vision and HDR10 and Dolby Atmos as well. So it's a stacked release, guys. I'm sure it's going to look incredible and sound incredible in 4K, and I'm sure it's going to be worth getting. But it is disappointing that we don't have that complete release that we all want for Dune Part 2. But let me know what you think of it in the comments section below. But all right, guys, let's talk about One from the Heart. This is a Francis Ford Coppola film that is getting a 4K release from Lionsgate on May the 7th. This will be a native 4K with Dolby Vision and HDR. And I've never seen this movie. Somebody actually sent me the DVD of this movie in my P.O. box, so I do have it in the collection if I want to check it out before the 4K comes out, but I'll probably just wait for the 4K. Now, Studio Canal did release this, I think, a couple of months ago, so now it is getting a US release from Lionsgate, as tends to happen with these Studio Canal 4Ks. Sometimes they will come over here as Lionsgate releases. So from what I've seen, the images of this movie, it looks beautiful. There's a lot of vivid colors, so I'm sure it's going to look great on 4K. I mean, it's Francis Ford Coppola, for crying out loud, so all of his movies need to come to 4K at some point. So I'm sure I'll get this and check it out, but are you excited for One from the Heart? Let me know in that comment section below. We also have Vice Press, which did all of the Film Vault range releases last year. I did unboxings on the channel. I talked about these pretty extensively on the channel the past couple of years that they came out. They're these big box sets with collectible booklets and items inside. Well, now Vice Press is saying, hey, we had this really cool artwork for these releases, but not everybody wants these big, box sets. Maybe we shrink it down a little bit and we do steelbooks using the same artwork, and that is what they're doing. So all of these steelbooks are available to pre-order right now. Now, what I will say is that only 7 of the 8, from what I'm seeing, of the movies they release is going to be available on Steelbook. For some reason, they are not doing 1917, and I'm not exactly sure why. But Jaws, 2001: A Space Odyssey, Apollo 13, Blade Runner, Goodfellas, Scarface, and The Shawshank Redemption will be included in this Steelbook lineup. So using the artwork, and I think these have slipcovers as well, so they kind of are similar looking and packaged as those big editions. They're just smaller versions with the artwork on the actual Steelbook and then the slipcover that goes over top. So I think this is pretty cool for collectors. If you didn't want to get those big releases, but you like the artwork on them, now you can get them in this Steelbook form, and you can get the posters with them as well, and you can get them without the posters. I think they're 45 bucks without the posters, and then 65 bucks with the posters, which would put them a little bit cheaper than those big box sets that they released last year. So all of these are available to pre-order on the Vice Press website. I will link that down below. And they say they should be shipping by August the 13th, I believe. So cool that they're redoing these. I know a lot of people missed out on those, especially Jaws. That was one that went very quick, and that artwork was awesome for sure. So if you're going to get any of these, guys, if you're excited for these, let me know in the comment section below. Snake Eyes is coming to 4K, guys. Brian De Palma, Nicolas Cage. I actually watched this probably like 6 months ago. I was trying to watch a few Brian De Palma films. Really liked the film, but I wouldn't say it's one of my favorite Brian De Palma films. Nicolas Cage is definitely pretty damn good in it, but this is supposed to be coming to 4K from Kino Lorber. and it just says coming soon. So this is one of the coming soon Kino Lorber announcements. We don't have the artwork or anything. We just know that we're getting Snake Eyes at some point in 2024. So this makes sense. I mean, we got Face Off and Snake Eyes. They're both Paramount titles. I believe that I have a double pack of both of them on Blu-ray that I got from, I believe, a Big Lots at some point. But let me know if you're excited for Snake Eyes, guys, in the comments section below. We also got, coming from Kino Lorber, I found this to be pretty interesting, and I'm all for it, guys. The more spoof comedies you want to give me with Leslie Nielsen, the better. We have Repossessed coming to Blu-ray, not 4K. I wish it was getting a 4K, but Repossessed is coming to Blu-ray from Kino Lorber, and again, just says coming soon, no official release date. But I'm excited for this, guys. I haven't seen this movie. I've seen clips of this movie, but I have not seen this movie. The Exorcist is my all-time favorite horror film. So I'm looking forward to watching this one for sure and getting this one, adding it to the collection. Like I said, Leslie Nielsen, guys, he can't miss, right? Is this a bad one or is it good? I don't know. I don't really know people's opinion of Repossessed, but I am excited to pick it up for myself for sure. And yeah, Kino's putting that on Blu-ray. We also got, guys, oh my goodness, we've got Magic Mike coming to 4K from Warner Brothers on May the 14th. This is a native 4K with HDR. No Dolby Vision. Magic Mike's not good enough for Dolby Vision? Are you kidding me, Warner Brothers? But yeah, Magic Mike coming to 4K. I actually watched this movie a few years ago, and I had a certain perception of this film before I watched it. I think I took like 8 years before I actually watched it. It's a Steven Soderbergh film, the same guy who did the Oceans movies. And it's a pretty good movie. It's not a bad movie. It is kind of centered around male stripping, but that's not the entire story of the film. So I think Magic Mike is a good movie. I am glad that it's getting a 4K release. Now, the sequels I have not seen. I heard that they weren't as good. But the original Magic Mike, will I get it on 4K? I don't know. Probably not. At least not right away. Maybe if it goes down to like $10 at some point, I'll grab it. But are you excited for Magic Mike? Male strippers. Channing Tatum's naked chest, and maybe some other stuff in 4K. Let me know if you're excited for that in the comment section below. We also got 12 Strong coming to 4K as well from Warner Brothers on May the 14th. I don't know if Chris Hemsworth shows his chest, his naked chest in that movie. I haven't seen 12 Strong. Is that a good movie? I don't know. Will I be getting the 4K? Probably not. But 12 Strong's coming to 4K from Warner Brothers on May the 14th. Are you excited? Again, let me know in the comment section below. We also got Demons and Demons 2 getting standalone 4Ks from Synapse Films on August the 13th. So a couple of years ago, I believe they did both of these in a double pack with a slipcover. Really cool, awesome artwork. Arrow Video also has a UK version with both the films. I actually have that edition. I never got the 4K, so I don't know if I'm going to get these or not. To be completely honest, I don't know if the double pack is still available or not, but if I'm going to get the Demons films, why wouldn't I want to get them together in one set? It's certainly going to be cheaper, but maybe if you just want Demons and you just want Demons 2, I don't know, maybe you'll want to get either one of these. Synapse likes to do this. They like to put something out, and then they like to re-release it without the slipcover and the special packaging. So are you going to pick up Demons and Demons 2? They're currently available to pre-order, guys. Again, I will link all this stuff down below for $45. Now, that's full SRP. I fully expect they'll go down to like 30 to 35, but it's still pretty steep because Synapse usually makes their 4Ks pretty damn steep. But Synapse also does some of the best 4K restorations that I've ever seen. So I'm sure that both of these are going to look amazing on 4K, or they do look amazing on 4K because they're already out in a 4K double pack like I previously mentioned. But are you excited for the Demons films re-releases on 4K? Let me know in the comment section below. We also have Sting coming to Blu-ray from Well Go USA on July the 9th. I feel like I've actually heard some good things about this movie. It's a new movie. It's like some kind of spider horror film, like Arachnophobia, maybe? I don't know too much about it. I just know a spider's involved. But yeah, good to see more. I like seeing new movies get physical releases because I feel like more and more movies that are new are going straight to streaming and they're not coming to physical. Not all of them. Some of them are, but not all of them, it feels like, are coming to physical. So glad to see Sting getting a Blu-ray release from Well Go USA on July the 9th. We also got Mad Max Fury Road and Dune getting 4K steelbooks from Walmart. Walmart exclusives from Warner Brothers on May the 14th. And yeah, I've got Dune on 4K. I've got Mad Max Fury Road on 4K. I don't need these, but, you know, it's cool that Walmart's doing these steelbooks. I mean, Walmart's just all in on steelbooks right now. They are just really pumping out the steelbooks. I mean, I made a video at the beginning of the year talking about how I was worried that Walmart wouldn't be able to keep up with the Steelbook output, and it seems like they're proving me wrong right now. It's like every single week they're announcing like 5 or 6 Steelbooks. Now, are they Steelbooks that I'm necessarily interested in? Not really, because it's a lot of re-release stuff and a lot of stuff that I already have. But if you're wanting to pick these up, and I think these were foreign Steelbooks as well that they're re-releasing in the US as Walmart exclusives. But let me know if you're excited for either of these in the comment section below. And next up, guys, let's go ahead and dive into the deals. So we do have the Kino Lorber and Arrow Video sales going on until next Monday, April the 22nd. I've been talking about these every week for what feels like 2 months now, but I think it's only been a couple of weeks. But guys, jump on these sales if you haven't taken part, especially the Kino sale, because you can get some great stuff on there for super cheap. We also have the Groove 2 for $24 4K sale going on right now. Currently, as I'm filming this, maybe by the time I put this up, that sale will be over. I actually did a video about it yesterday on the channel, but tons of great 4K titles, guys, for $12 a piece, essentially, if you take advantage of the 2 for $24. We also, guys, on Amazon, guys, this is all on Amazon. All these prices I'm getting ready to cover. The Friends Complete series is on Blu-ray on Amazon for $39.49. Again, when I looked this up, it said it was a limited deal, so it may be out by the time I put this up. I will link all of these deals down below in the description, so if you want to take part in any of these sales, definitely use those links. I would definitely appreciate it. But the Friends Complete series, all 10 seasons, for under 40 bucks is a great deal. So definitely jump on this one if you're a Friends fan. We also have the Matilda 4K Steelbook for $24.52 with a 10% off coupon. So you could be getting this for $22 basically, which I think I paid like $32 when it came out. So that's definitely a great deal. We also have the Ferris Bueller's Day Off 4K Steelbook for $21.99. I think that's pretty close to the same price when it was released, but that's still a great 4K, guys. A great movie, classic John Hughes movie, definitely highly recommend it. The Clerks 3-film box set, guys, is $78.86. So all 3 Clerks films in that big elaborate box set. It's like a video store box set with like a tape thing on the back that you can like put the return tape in. It's a big elaborate thing. It was like $150 when it came out. It's pretty much 50% off now. So if you want it, this is probably pretty close to the lowest that it's going to get. We also got the Boogeyman on Blu-ray for $9.96. We got the Ring 4K collection down to $60.24. It's got to get to like $40 before I pick that thing up. The Color Purple on 4K for $15.99. That's a great price for that. Great 4K as well. Wonder on 4K is $9.94. Casablanca on 4K is $14.99. Dracula on 4K is $13.99. The original Dracula. And Free Guy on 4K is $14.99 as well. But that's the deals, guys. Definitely check out those links down below. I'll put any other deals I find down below as well. So even though I don't cover it on the actual show, check down there and see if there's other stuff to dig into as well for cheap. Now let's go ahead and dive into what is new this week. So I will go ahead and say this up front. This is probably the weakest release week that I've seen all year, maybe in like the past year and a half. This is a super weak release week. Now we got a lot of Jack Ryan stuff, so if you're a fan of that, maybe it's not a weak week, but there's not a lot to dig into this week. And a lot of that is due to the fact that the Fletch movies that were supposed to come out this week seem to have been delayed until May the 7th. So both of the Fletch movies, when I was looking up on Blu-ray.com, have been taken off this week's slate and moved to May the 7th. So they got delayed, apparently, have no idea why, but the Fletch movies, Fletch and Fletch Lives from Kino Lorber, are delayed until May the 7th. But we do have the Jack Ryan Complete Series on 4K from Paramount for $62.99. Also a Blu-ray edition for $49.99. We have the Jack Ryan Final Season on 4K from Paramount for $34.99. Also a Blu-ray edition as well. Jack Ryan 5-film 4. I told you guys, lots of Jack Ryan. Jack Ryan 5-film 4K collection from Paramount for $79.99, which includes all 5 of the Jack Ryan movies. We also have the Workmeister Harmonies 4K from Criterion for $34.99. Also a Blu-ray edition for $27.99. We also have Taxi from Samuel Goldwyn Films for $24.20. We have Affliction on Blu-ray, which is another Paul Schrader film. He's getting a ton of love this year from Shout Factory for $27.99. We have Star Trek Lower Decks Season 4 on Blu-ray from Paramount for $21.98. We have City of Hope on Blu-ray from Sony for $29.62. We have You'll Never Get Rich from Sony on Blu-ray for $27.95. We have The Peasants on Blu-ray from Sony for $32.97. We have The Last Kingdom, Seven Kingdoms Must Die from Universal for $21.98. We have Joyland coming out on Blu-ray from Oscilloscope for $39.99. We have The Invisible Fight coming out on Blu-ray from Kino Lorber for $21.98. We have Half Baked 2 Totally High Blu-ray coming out from Universal for $21.98. I will never watch that movie in my entire life. Walden is coming out from Uncorked Entertainment for $19.99. We have The Star City Murders coming out from Gravitas Ventures for $19.99. We have The Procurator coming out from Bayview Entertainment for $26.18. And we have Master Sleep coming out from Gravitas Ventures for $19.99. And with that, guys, we are done with this week's edition of the Physical Media Report. Please, guys, if you can, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and comment down below of everything that we discussed this week. What are you the most looking forward to? What are you the most amped up for? And what gets those juices flowing the most? Let me know in that comment section below. And also make sure you turn on those bell notifications for all future videos and follow me on all of my social media accounts. Those links are down below in the description, and we'll see you next time.